Let the rhythm inspire you at the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 2026. Pure Jazz. Tuesday, May 5th, Grammy-winning Esperanza Spalding. Then on Thursday, May 7th, Branford Marcellus Quartet. May 6th, Kingdom Night. Gospel powerhouse Ty Tribbett. Ada AE. Then feel the rhythm at Caribbean Fusion. Friday, May 8th, featuring the original Wailers with Al Anderson. Skip Marley, Cass the Band. Imran Nerdy, Dexter Daps. World Beats. Saturday, May 9th, Afrobeat sensation Thames. Princess Lover, X-Man, Lou City, October 4, and Ella May. The ultimate celebration, Sunday, May 10th, featuring the legendary Billy Ocean. Beverly Knight, Mervyn Wilkinson, R&B icons Brandy and Monica. Online tickets available at stluciajazzandartsfestival.com.
Welcome back to Hushtalk. Welcome back. So I am your host, and as you can see, you have two other hosts, Vilna and Tamara. And tonight, we are going to say the quiet parts out loud. It's going to be messy. It's going to be out of control. It's going to be uncomfortable for some, but it's going to be real. Yes, because we have a topic for you tonight. And I'm very sure those of you who have been in Hushtalk, who have been looking at my status, you know the topic. Is it wrong to be a side chick? Yeah, my favorite line. I said it. My husband said, you like to say, I said it. Is it wrong to be a side chick? I'm not asking, why do men cheat? I'm not asking, why do women stay in crazy relationships? I'm asking, is it wrong to be a side chick? Because tonight we're talking about her, that side chick. But before we go any further, before you get too excited and then you forget, I'm going to let Tamara tell you a few words about who is sponsoring our show tonight.
All right. So good evening, everyone. Our show tonight is sponsored by the St. Lucia Tourism Authority. And it's actually just about 2 weeks, 14 days, or maybe about that, until our St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival. And that runs from April 30th with the opening at the Mindo Phillip Park. And it ends with the ultimate celebration at the Pigeon Island National Park. So everyone, go out there, St. Lucia Jazz 2026. We will have a blast. Elsa, you think of coming? Have you decided, Yolanda?
I want to come, but I'm going to be somewhere after that time. So I will be enjoying jazz virtually. It's my husband's birthday. Don't get me started about my husband.
Well, there are a lot of...
We're talking about side chick tonight, not the husband.
Well, there are a lot of fringe shows. So I know Miku has Jazz of Yesh in Miku. There's in Choiseul, there's Vieux-Fort, there's all over. So the whole island from in the next 2 weeks is a big celebration. So everyone out there, please come in tune, buy your tickets, come home, celebrate, tell a friend, bring somebody. St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 2026.
Okay. All right. So we're going to get started. But first, I think, Dina, there's something you want our audience to do, right?
Yes, good evening, everybody. Right now, we want you to tell us, what do you think? Is it right to be a side chick? If you think it's right, put right in the chat. If you think it's wrong, go ahead and put wrong in the chat. No judgment. Let us know what you think, how you feel.
And just so they really know there's no judgment. Guys, you know how in love I am. But guess what? I have been a side chick in the past. I don't wish to go back there. But I have been a side chick.
Confession is good for the soul. Confess. I hope your husband knows that, right? Your husband knows that?
There is nothing about me that husband doesn't know.
Okay.
Yeah, so no secrets. So the thing is, if you think it's right, as Vilna said, put right in the chat. If you think it's wrong, put wrong in the chat. I am so curious to see what is in our chat right now. What is in our chat right now? Oh, let's shout out some people. Let's shout out some people. I see Camilla Bright. She says, good night to everyone. I'm in the house. I hope you have some insights for us tonight about whether it's right or wrong to be a side chick. Electra say, hey, hey, hey. Shout out, Electra. Welcome to the show tonight. Welcome to the show tonight. Who else do we have here?
Leona Bryce.
You know.
We have Leona and we have V.
We have V Aquate. Welcome, welcome, V. Welcome, Leona. Hello, hello. Leona asked, what was the question? Somebody tell me a question. Like, really?
Leona, the question is it right to be a side chick? So we're
Right
asking,
or right?
what do you think, right or wrong?
Right
So
or wrong?
put in the chat, what do you think, right or wrong?
Yes, it
Very
is
wrong.
right.
Wow.
Wrong. Oh, I see my
Lecture
first
says wrong.
This is the first one, but the lecture said it's wrong.
Wrong.
Good night,
Wrong.
Selena. Good night to you. Good night to you. Leona said I answered it already. Where's Leona answer, guys?
He says, I think it's very wrong.
Who said that?
Leona, as I've been a side chick, and you always end up on the losing end.
Oh, wow. I've been a side chick and you always end up on the losing end. I want to hear a little bit more about that tonight. I want to hear a little bit more about that tonight. So as we wait for our guests to come on, we're going to keep repeating this question. Is it wrong to be a side chick? Tonight, we're going to have everybody's perspective. We're going to have the wife's perspectives. We're going to have the side chick perspectives. And we're going to have the man perspective too, because the thing is, there is no side chick situation without all three involved. If the man doesn't give consent, if there was not a wife, there can't be a side chick, because the side chick could be the real chick. So we have several segments for you tonight. Let me take a look at my program. We're going to be looking at the immediate reaction we get when we hear there is a side chick. First, people normally what they say, oh, who they blame, okay? Then we're going to look at the wife's perspective. Then we're going to look at the husband's perspective. Sorry, the side chick perspective, and then we're going to look at the male perspective. And then when we come back, we're going to really look at morality versus reality. And then we're going to close with a little piece of advice for you. We hope that we're qualified enough for you to hear from us. So let us talk about the first reaction. Audience, when you hear there is a side chick in the situation, what is your immediate reaction? What is your immediate reaction? Who is the first person that you blame when you hear there is a side chick in the picture?
The first person that you blame most times is the side chick. It's just instinct. The first thing, you go after her, you call her all the names, the B word, that's the first person you blame. It's not right. I honestly believe it's not right, because the side chick can go be a side chick if somebody not giving her some fire.
Exactly. I agree. She's trifling. She's a hoe.
Yes, you find all words to call her.
But
I blame the man. I blame the man. Okay.
Why you blame the man?
It's him going out there, right? But then, as I get older, I start thinking, but maybe we should also blame the wives, the women.
Hey,
yes.
Why do I?
Let's be honest here. Is it always the man's fault?
Not always, but then does the side chick solve the problem?
Maybe she does. Even if it's temporarily, maybe she does.
But it's a temporary fix.
I am on the side chick side, and I'll tell you why I'm with the side chicks for now. The man and the woman were the ones who made those vows. They're the ones who promise to be faithful to each other. And I'm speaking from my past side chick point of view. When I was interfering in somebody's relationship, I didn't make vows to nobody. So if you know you made your vows, you were the one who supposed to pick it up.
Exactly.
So my own business came to me. So there must have been something lacking in your relationship. You come looking for me. Well, at least that was one of my perspectives. And then I realized sometimes men are weak, and you have women who are aggressive and who make sure they put their claws in it. Right. But then I take that back too, because society like to make excuses for men too much and say, no, men are ready. No, we have to hold them up to the vows that they made when they became married to their wives.
Exactly.
So again, it still comes back to whose fault. I'm very interested in what you were saying, Tamara. involved. Why would the wife cause a woman to go out and take a side chick?
Okay, so what if, as we always say, men are attracted to certain things or they like certain things, and then you meet a man and you marry him, and this is the life, this is what he knows, and of course we change. But what if there's some unhappiness at home and the wife is not willing to do it? Okay, so you have a wife who refuses to do something like maybe cook or have sex or be intimate. Okay, she's going through a hormonal change. She doesn't communicate that with her husband, but she just does not want to have sex. Men love to have sex. So some of us as women, as wives in house, we literally push men away to look for something. Something is lacking. And there may be a woman on the outside who's like, hey, okay, I can cook you a meal. Hey, let's go on a date. I'm here with you. Oh, you like football? I'm going to football with you.
And yes, and that's true. But remember, you made that vow to your wife. Now, if something is wrong, if something is wrong, there are a lot of men. They don't have the balls to say what they want. And sometimes they want something that the wife is not even aware of the fact that they want. And that's the thing. A lot of them, they don't have the balls. And another thing to a lot of men think their wives, decorative wallpaper, she's just there to put on. But after a while, the glue start coming out, and then that wife going to peel off the wall.
So what about we as wives who don't want to maintain ourselves, who don't want to, some of us are very stubborn and we believe that the men should find out what the problem is. We can be very stubborn. We do not communicate, or we always the victim.
Yes.
You know, I agree for both of you guys in saying, up to last night, something came up between my husband and I. He was looking at something, and then the woman said, a lot of times it's not cheating that breaks a marriage, it's tone. It's the way you speak to your husband.
Oh,
it's the things you say to him, how you make him feel, in terms of some wives can be very demeaning and they can emasculate men based on what they say. They make the men feel like, you know, I don't need you so much, or I don't love you so much. And of course, there are some women out there who are so desperate, who wish they had that love. They will give your man everything he wasn't getting. Mind you, they have the devious ones there who will give him everything you're not giving him. And as soon as they get him and he comes, then all of a sudden they become
yes.
Because that's the thing. People change. And when we become too comfortable in a situation, they become complacent, they become, you know, they become inactive. And you always have to be looking for something to juke them, activate them. So it's true. I want to go to the audience, but before I even go to what the audience have been saying, because I'm interested in what their take is on this, I have something else to ask. All of those things we just said, I want to ask my co-host, and I want to ask the audience as well. We have all of those excuses for when it's the man who has the side chick. But I also want us to start thinking about side chick, and not only as the woman who is the side chick. What about when that man is also not delivering and he's inactive and he's boring? The husband and the wife said, you know what, I'm going.
Thank you. Yes.
That all of those excuses come out for the wives too. But before we go even digger into that, let's see what our audience have to say. I'm very interested. Enzo, welcome, Enzo George. Enzo is always, I don't know who Enzo George
Kim.
is.
Enzo is Kim.
Oh,
Kim George.
I remember that name. I remember that name on
my
card.
Yes, that's Kim.
Oh, yeah. Okay. The Aquate says, I don't think there's a right or wrong answer to that question, but when you analyze and involve the morality, then it's perceived as wrong. And that's something we're going to talk about later on, morality versus reality. I like the two words. What else do we have here?
Leona said, yeah. As a side chick, I have received excellent treatment from the individual as much as the treatment was good. When you fall in love, then you expect more, and that's when problems started.
I suspect Leona has been taking a pic sheet at our thing, because that's right. I have something like that. Just and one thing is the side chick and the
Leona said she blames the man. Leona blames the man. She said it. I blame the man.
So why don't you blame yourself, Leona? I would be very interested. You know, that brings us to something, because you know sometimes you have women who get into the relationship with men. And then they know the man is married, but they get in anyway because they figure, me, I don't care, I like that.
They want more.
Mm-hmm. But then the time comes and they're like, oh, this is really good, and I want more, and I want it all to myself. And then the problem starts. Yeah. They have some women who are innocent, The men come and give them all these sweet talks. No, I'm not married. I left my wife. Things are not going well. We're about to get a divorce. They're lying through their teeth. So they say, okay, let's go there. And then by the time they're all emotionally invested, and they realize that man is lying. That's not true. He and his wife, the relationship is strong. But now they're already invested and it's so hard to break away. So they just stay because they choose in the moment, what feels like love. And my heart is broken and I need to start over. So there are all kind of scenarios. But I really love to while you blame the man and not the woman, not the side chick and not the wife.
And provided that she's saying she's the side chick. So we're not saying is it wrong for our husband or our partners to have side chicks. We're saying as women, is it wrong for us to be? Is it wrong for us to be a side chick? Is it wrong? Should we not be side chicks?
Tamara, it looked like you want to be a side chick, you know.
No. Again, I'm playing devil's advocate. As you said earlier, we are always looking on the outside. Okay, what if our husbands are cheating? But then what about us? We women, they are women. For example, I know this female that I spoke to about the show, and she was in a almost 20-year relationship, committed relationship. They were not married, but committed relationship, and they had kids, lived together for years. And she was very unhappy in the relationship. He didn't treat her well. She gained weight. She was, she felt unattractive, everything, and the relationship went sour. And then she met this man who was married. And let me tell you, she is blossoming. She's happy. I mean, sometimes she gets into her Ashensia say, get into your feelings. But she really is a different person. She's happy and she understands that he's married. It's not going to go anywhere. He's not going to leave his wife. But this is the best treatment that she has gotten from a married man.
Oh, wow. This is crazy. I mean, who can blame her? They're both married and they're both side chicks.
Wow. What do you call this? What do you call this?
Like that's a side chick squared.
You call this a double side chick.
A double side chick. Something going on there because you're like, okay, this is suiting my purpose. There is something I was thinking about. It's still bothering me, maybe because I'm now a wife and I don't want anybody to be my husband's side chick. I am both the wife and the side chick. Sometimes I role play. I'm like, I will role play. I'm going to be my side chick and his wife and everything there is to me. Because if there's an experience to have, I'm going to give it to you. By the time it's out there, it's so boring that I am. My wife has already done that with me. We've been there, done that. I don't want it. But they have some relationships, their marriages. The women are trying hard. And I was having this conversation with my husband the other day. The woman she has a full-time job. She has the kids. She's pregnant. She's dropping them at work, coming from work, doing this, cooking, cleaning, doing everything. The man has one job. He's going to work. But his one job, the woman has that same one job and she has everything else. And at the end of the night, when the woman is like, oh God, I just want to sleep and stretch my legs. Then she has to worry about, I have to worry to your emotional needs. I have to stay up late and talk to you about conversations. I have to do everything else. And when I'm falling asleep, you want to get upset and say, I'm not being a supportive wife. But hey, you're not doing as much as I'm doing. So I'm experiencing emotional burnout. And my reward is, you know what? To hell with that woman. I'm going out there to have some fun because we're not doing enough. That is so totally unfair.
Yeah, it is.
And that happens a lot, You just said it happens a lot. Because the other thing is, a lot of us do not have this, we're afraid of the hard conversations. And we do not have them before marriage. So we go into the marriage and we don't even know what to expect. The husband just expects us to do everything. Did we discuss that before the marriage? Did we talk about it? That's something else. A lot of marriages happen without the difficult conversations ever taking place. And then after the marriage, that's when you start seeing, reality hits and you're like, oh, people change.
You know what? I like that. And we follow what we see as marriage. We see our parents in their failed marriage. And we think that's what marriage is. We go in with that idea. But before we go any further, before I go back to the chat, let's take a commercial break. Audience, keep putting stuff in the chat so we can come back and talk about, is it wrong to be a side chick? Let me hear you. Commercial break.
On Saturday, May 2nd, On Saturday, May 2nd, get ready for Chrissy's Classic White Tea Party, an afternoon of elegance and tradition. It's only $75, all inclusive. Music by DJ Smallboy, DJ Bashi, and DJ Speedometer. Dress code all white. Yeah, it's an all white event. Fascinators and elegant headpieces recommended. For more info, call 347-528-0589 or 646-234-8790. Chrissy's Annual Tea Party presents an all-inclusive Classic White Tea Party. 3 p.m. Saturday, May 2nd. The venue, 650 Remsen Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11236. It's an all-inclusive event. Make sure you be there.
Let the spirit move you at the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 2026. Praise, worship, Kingdom Night, Wednesday, May 6th at the Pigeon Island National Landmark. Experience high energy live gospel with Ty Tribbett. Ty Tribbett. Powerful voice of Ada A.E.
Congratulations, you're in the glory of God. Congratulations.
With local gospel acts Shirley Ann Cyril Myers, Nigella Sinclair Daniel, Steffi Ann Sinclair, Dr. Selma Sanpri, Arnold A.J. Jules, Dwayne Brown, at the James Sisters. Online tickets available at stluciajazzandartsfestival.com.
Hear me out clear! On Saturday, April 18th, we're getting set to turn up and get lit inside Fluffy Jam. Fluffy Jam. It's the return of the man Rootsy.
And when you're riding west, giddy up.
And Gozele. Shh! Come witness for the very first time the collab between Rootsy and Gozele for the very first time on this one. Tickets $20. You pay more at the door. Music by DJ Sci-Fi and DJ Speedometer. Saturday, April 18th. It's going down inside Mona Lounge on number 210 Tapscott Street, Brooklyn, New York. Fluffy Jam. Ladies, roll out from early as 8 p.m. and come turn up. Make sure you represent, cause this one here gone.
Hi, this is Emron Henry, and I am inviting you to St. Lucia's National Day Committee Inc. Prayer Breakfast on Saturday, April the 18th, 2026. Hey, listen, I want you to come with a heart of prayer as we lift up the name of Jesus Christ. Hey, Prayer Breakfast 2026 is going to be epic. See you there. Boom.
The St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 2026, the ultimate celebration, Sunday 10th May at Pigeon Island, featuring the legendary Billy Ocean. Billy Ocean. Beverly Knight, Mervyn Wilkinson, headlining the festival fresh off their world tour. R&B icons Brandy and Monica.
When I first saw you, I already knew. Angel of mine.
Online tickets available at stluciajazzandartsfestival.com.
Get pain relief fast with Frances Rub.
When the days get tough, rub it. Having back pains, rub it. The dog not well, rub it. COVID on you, rub it. If you have 4AD, rub it. For proper circulation, rub it. Stroke have you on a side, rub it. For all problems in life, rub it with Frances Rub. Or call 713-4162 or 489-3421. Nothing beats a good old Frances Rub. Located in the Vendors Arcade, booth 27B.
And now in VA4 on Girodi Street next to the post office.
back to Hush Talk, where we're talking about, is it wrong to be a side chick? You know, there are two really pressing questions I want us to talk about in this section. But before I go to the questions, I really want to just read the comments in the chat, what we haven't read yet. If things are not working at home, then leave. Before you go out there and you lie to the woman, leave before you go out there and lie to the woman. Some of us are honestly naive and fall for it. We learn the hard way. Let's see. I don't know how easy it is to leave, you know, when things are not going well, but that has to be one of the questions. Somebody says, Leona Bryce, is it the woman's fault then for falling in love? Leona says, sometimes we become side chick because of low self-esteem. When we know our worth, then we no longer want to be that, and then we demand more. And that's when the issues come up. So it's both our fault. I'm also seeing, I just told you, low self-esteem causes us to be vulnerable. I said it's wrong. Leona is agreeing tomorrow. I'm not sure on what yet. Somebody says one of the individuals, Leona said, one of the individuals I was a side chick for treated me so much better than the single man that was my partner. That's a heavy thing there. What happens when you're getting better treatment as a side chick than as the woman? That's a heavy thing right there. So because of that, I enjoy being the side chick. But now I know my worth. I'm not being anyone's side chick. Good night, Cheryl. Good night, Cheryl. I am so happy I'm becoming more confident with my self-esteem and that I have changed so many bad habits. Thank you, Lord. Lisa says, I don't agree for a man to have a side chick, period. Oh, babe. I hope you said something there. Let me what babe said there. My baby said, what is a man to do if his wife gets complacent and then thinks her husband is beneath her? Well, babe, I could tell you one thing. That's never going to happen. So let's keep that.
Quiet. Hush.
Talk.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I told you guys, I'm everything. Let's go. There is no perfect. If that happens and my husband have a side chick, all of you guys come for him because you know it's his fault. Never love you. There is no perfect marriage. Both married men and women lust, and that is where it starts. The best is never enough. Some can cope and some can't. My thoughts. Good fellas, right on point. Yeah. Let's ask the question. I have the question right here on the thing. Did I not see it? Okay. The question is, why is... I lost the question, you know. Oh, sorry, guys.
It's a question from
the program. Stepping into the wife's shoes. Whose fault is it? I forget the question. Why is the side chick?
Whose fault is it?
It wasn't that. So let's go to the second one because I can't see the first one. The second one was, we have to get really, really real. Why do men have side chicks? I know we touched on it briefly, but I want to go in detail. Why do... Oh, sorry. Let's not go there. I remember the question. Why do the wives stay? You know your husband have a side chick. You have all the proof. You've seen it. You have all the evidence. But yet still you stay in the marriage. So some say, if you go, the marriage is over and the side chick is no longer a side chick. She just becomes a woman or she becomes unattractive. Because let's just face it. Some women don't want a man if he's single and available. They only want him when they know
a commitment.
So the first question I have for my course to help me answer, and for my audience to help me answer is, why do the wives stay in relationships where they know there is a child chick? You know your husband is cheating on you. Why stay?
Would you stay?
No.
You will stay. Trust me, you will stay. You will stay.
I will not.
Okay. Jerry, forget it.
Honestly, if I'm in a relationship and I'm the side chick, I'm the villain. I'm okay being a villain. I used to be okay being a villain. But if I'm married and my husband has a side chick out there, it means that I am not 100% satisfying. There is something you're not getting that you feel like you have to add to the marriage. Now, it's one thing, a man goes out there and he had an affair, he cheated. You come back, you find out, you talk about the root of the problem. Why did you cheat? What was missing? What caused it? Then you talk around that, and there's probably forgiveness because we're human, we err, we make mistakes. you work around it. But to have a side chick, it means you've made a decision that this is going to be my go-to woman. So every weekend I'm gonna see you, or every month I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna go on sexcapades with you. I'm gonna take you to a hotel, and I'm sitting down there wasting away. I'm not good enough. I'm not the woman you take. I honestly do not see myself being a side chick. So I mean, I cannot see myself being the wife accepting her husband's side chick. So I cannot answer that question. I honestly feel as much as I love my baby.
Right. So in the discussion, what if I'm clear what you said? So your husband, if your husband has a side chick and you find out, you're not going to stay because you believe that there is something that you are lacking or something that he wants more of, that you are not satisfied. And have you taken a look at yourself to see, hey, maybe there's something that I did that forced my husband, as your husband said, like Jerry said, what if the wife becomes complacent and thinks her husband is beneath, and then he cheats? And then in the discussion, the root cause is, hey, it was probably my fault. Aren't you not willing to forgive your husband because it was your fault?
Yeah, because again, as I said, that's an affair and that's a mistake. But a side chick is not an affair anymore. A side chick is not a mistake anymore. A side chick is a decision that this is going to be the other woman. Because, you know, we're not talking about men having an affair or men doing a one cheat here, one off. We're talking about you being a side chick. That is a second long-term relationship in addition to having a marriage. So for a man to have a side chick, whether the man agree or not, because you know, even if the woman doesn't agree, the man still go ahead and have a side chick, and he and his wife is having endless problems in the relationship now, because once he leaves now, you're thinking, is he going to her? What are they going to do? I don't think I can put myself under such emotional strain, knowing that you promised forever to me, and we're having problems, and especially if I'm willing to work on it, and you're still gonna then be a side chick, then I should take myself away from that equation and let you be happy. Because it's either you're happy or I'm happy, and I'm not. And I'm not compromising my happiness for anything. So it's one thing if I don't want to work on it, I'll say, you know what, I don't want to do that. Let him go over there. Let him go. It's fine. Now, if it's for something like, say, you say complacent, especially now, women going through menopause, they lack libido, they don't want to have to get intimate, it becomes painful. And you have to understand that you are not going to, your marriage is always going to be all highs. Sometimes it's going to be low. And if your wife or your husband cannot be there for you at your low points, they feel like, oh, you know, I'm out here, then they never deserved you in the first place. So, in my opinion, I'm not going to accept a side chick.
Okay, so can I be devil's advocate? So basically, before the show, I was just speaking to a whole set of women, right? So this is not it's not my personal experience, but just speaking to women. What about a situation where you have women who are married and they are not, yoked properly? They're not paired properly. So, for example, you may have a man who is Muslim and a woman who's Christian, or you may have a man who's deep into an Adventist religion and his family, and then he falls in love with a woman who's not, and they get married. And then you have conflicting principles. Then you also have the trending, and I'm going to the Gen Zs and all of them trending, that, hey, I know my husband or my partner is cheating, and he has a side chick. I've spoken to him. He continues. I'm not going to stress myself. You know what I do?
Mm-hmm. You get a side chick.
You get one
too. And then you have women who say, hey, now that I have my side chick, and there's all this excitement and this secrecy and all of this passion, it makes their marriage better.
Well, I don't know. I don't think I'm at a point in my life where I want to have a side chick. I feel like if my husband, if a woman is in a marriage and the husband is cheating to the point where he doesn't want to stop, you go out and say, oh, I'll have my side chick too. This is not, it's going to be productive. Because what can you have with your side chick? You can't really have anything with him. You cannot grow with your husband. And then you have and not just that, I'm all about energy. You know, if I'm your side chick because my husband has a side chick, I'm not your male. So which means you have other side chick on the side. So that means I'm in a relationship with you and all your other side chicks. And I'm not protecting my energy. You're going out and all of this energy and bring it back to me.
And but what are you looking for? What are you looking for from the man? That is the argument. Now remember, I can't talk all about me because I don't have all the experience with side chick. This is from different women. What are you looking for from your side chick? Some are just looking for sex.
Yes, but then if it's a point of view looking for sex, you have a husband, you have spoken to him. My thing is, Why, after we find the root of the problem, we don't try to fix it? Because
What if he's not willing to?
a lot of the times you have men who have the side chick because of their ego. Because you will sit, you will talk, you will bring up things, you willing to bend over backwards to make it work. But no, because again, some men are of the perception that a wife is supposed to be prim and proper, and or they think like, okay, they have their wife is the intellectual. She's the one I bring to, let's just say you're a minister. She's the one I take to all the events where people will be. But I want that side chick to jump on the monkey bars for me. But who say your wife and want to put monkey
Jump on
bars
the
in
monkey
the
bars.
bedroom
But
too?
is she doing it?
That
She's
is the
doing
problem.
it. Is she doing it? The harsh
But
reality.
that is the thing. That is what I'm saying. Some of them, if you do bring it up, because I know of people who have brought it up, and the husbands will look at them like, where you learn that? And then they find out the husband's doing worse with the side chick. So some husbands
you
see their wife
again,
as a trophy.
society and tradition. Men must always
Yes.
have their jabal on the side.
On the
Yeah,
side.
like your wife, but your wife's supposed to be able to do
A wife,
every single thing.
a wife have to plan to wear several hats. You're supposed to be the woman
Exactly.
out there, the all put together woman, and then as soon as you come in the house and you close that door, and you close your bedroom door.
You
Or
somebody else.
I am feeling like
You're
I am the
somebody
I am
else.
feeling like the host.
That's tricky with in your
Hold on.
marriage. Make it interesting. If you're not going to get dirty, your husband, because trust me, getting dirty is
No, listen. I feel like I am the only one here advocating if there is a side chick in the audience who thinks it's right. Because I'm not trying
No,
to.
no.
Can we
Listen,
go to the
I'm not against
Can we go
side
to the
chicks,
audience a
you
little
know.
bit?
Yes.
I don't want to give my
Welcome.
personal
Shanna Salam is in the
Yeah.
house. Shanna said,
Yes.
oh, wait, Leona said, because they said for better or for worse, so no matter how you feel, you have to speak.
No.
I
No.
Why no? Why no? Shouldn't we fight and try to make it work?
Yes, but then you have to realize when you fought a good fight and like there's nothing more to fight for.
I would just
That's
say
the
that.
thing. Instead of staying there and dwindling and
cost
getting
of
old like a
yourself.
prune.
Not at the cost of your self-worth. Shanna said
Yes.
side chick can be for different reasons. Financial, sex, security, feeling worthy. That's absolutely true. I'm about to come to the financial one in a little minute. Kamala said, well, I don't want to be no side chick. I don't want to be no side chick.
We have no position.
The men just
No. Listen, I listen because we're doing this show. I listen to this song, Yolanda. I don't know if you know it as well, Vilma.
Hold on. Hold your thought. I just want to read all the comments in the chat first so that we can honor the audience and then you hold the song, okay? We said everyone has to be accountable for their actions. They each play a role. Couples tend to shy away from the difficult conversations and or lack of communication skills, so issues fester. If the side chick is truly naive, it becomes difficult to leave when they find out the truth. But also there are times the side chick knows but makes the decision and is willing to accept the consequences. Well said. Merlin Shari, welcome. You're in the house. Merlin says, good night, Sister Yolanda. I'm late today. Nikki Shari, welcome. You're in the house, bro. Tell us something about side chicks. All right. Merlin said, I'm here right now. Nikki said, I'm here. Leona,
read it the way I said it.
What is Leona? How is Leona? I like it. Read it the way I said it. I'll go back to you just now. Shanna says, but then again, this is your opinion. I think the side chicks well happy with their positions. You all have to realize your position is how you feel, but a side chick like the position. You wanna say, I did not say it right. I said some feel that's why they still say. Okay, let me read this first. I said some feel that's why they're still saying, but I'm not saying it is right. Okay. Berlin said she has not been in that position yet. Leona said, you guys only on the men. I know women who are married and they have side chick on their husband. Shanna said, once upon a side chick, and I liked my position.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all have been giving your personal opinion. I want to be the advocate and say, hey, there are some women here who are married and they have their side chicks, or some women really enjoy it. It's a good thing. They like it. So tell
us about your song, Tamara. Tell us about what you were talking about.
So I was listening, in doing the show, and there's this song. It's an old song, a few years. Shensia has the original, side chick song. And I'm listening to the lyrics of the song. So, in summary, the husband will always lie to the wife. Husbands always lie to the wife because they're protecting the wife. They love the wife, they protect the wife. But the side chick knows everything about that man. If he's having another affair, everything. So the side chick plays a very important role.
The side chick is there for emotional stability, the man's emotional stability. That's what you're trying to say.
So why you do your face that? Why are you doing your face that?
Because I agree. The wife is always the last to know. I agree. And the side chick knows everything about the wife.
Everything.
Yeah. I know women that are side chicks, and if they see the man wife coming, they look in next side. They're not looking for any trouble. They tell you the man helps them, maybe their children father, and they getting their money. They're not looking for trouble. So the man are going to help if he wants something. So they will give what he wants, but then they're not looking for any trouble. And I mean, it's you. If that's what you want to be and you're happy being a side chick, then fine. But then
you, not you. Yes, I understand. What about the women?
Hold on. Because we have about 3 minutes before we go to commercial, and I really want to get that down. We have been taking on them.
Exactly.
As some women,
the women
who are happily married,
yes,
have this man on the side who have money.
Yes.
Or you can really dance in a dance. Oh God, you can whine. Or you look good. Or you have a bad ride.
That's right.
Those women, or maybe not just that, it could be two. Their husband not satisfying them in one way or another. He not paying the bills. He don't have time for me.
Emotional attention.
He's hanging out somewhere with his friends. I mean, that's myself. Yeah. And this man has time for me. And they have their side chick. And no matter what the man say, they will not leave their side chick. So let us talk about when the man is the side chick.
Side chick, yes.
What about that? What about when the man is the side chick?
Yes.
So when the man is, it's still, I still look at it the same way.
Nikki said side chicks are just wonderful.
Now you know we're so old in this chat that we're using the word side chick. So when I spoke to the younger person, they're like, we don't use the word side chick, we call them birds. So Nikki's a bird boss because he likes the birds. That's what he calls them.
They like them flying?
The birds.
Hey, once upon a time I was a side chick and I liked
my position.
I enjoyed the perks, but I didn't want the responsibility of the wife.
A lot of the times that's what it is. Because remember, when you're the side chick, one side chick said to me, as long as I ask for something and I don't get it, I'm saying, don't let me call your wife. Bam, I get it.
Wow. I know a side chick that does that very same thing, and she's yes. But again, I'm coming back. We keep talking about the side chick and her.
Because I guess it's more the men that do it. There's some women who do it.
Side chick. They have some men who are side chicks.
Yes.
They go out there, get stuff from the woman, bring it for their wives. And some of them are just, the woman have the side chick on a side for one reason or another. What about that? Is it right? Is it okay for this man? How does this man feel being a side chick?
The same way the woman feels. He chose to be a side. He wanted it. I guess he's enjoying it.
But then the problem happens with the egos. So I think one lady said to me, and a guy actually said to me, a guy at work said to me, when my woman has a male side chick, it's terrible. Because I'm walking and I'm like, he's saying like, Gassa, I knocking that woman. I knocking my team. I'm knocking, So, he feels good. The side chick, the male side chick feels good. And it makes it emasculates the husband.
Ego. It wraps it up again. Ego on both sides. Ego.
Both sides.
Ego.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm really glad that it looks like we have really covered so much of this topic. We're going to take another commercial break. But when we come back, we are going to talk about morality. It came up a little bit when we were talking. Yes. Morality versus reality. And we're going to really focus on not just if it's wrong to be a side chick, but the thing is, what does it cost to be one? We'll be right back.
Thursday, April 30th, the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 2026. Opening night ignites at the Phillip Park, and we're blazing the trail with the King of Fire, Cableton.
Say more fire. Slew them and bare feelings, them a carry. Them done bow already and them
Cableton.
Jaja City, Jaja Town, them off it on it in a cowboy town.
Smooth and melodic Diani. Dancehall's bold new voice, Valiant. The King of Booyah, Asa Bantan. Country power with international star
You say that your new love's not
Amber Digby. St. Lucian country icons L.M. Stone and Siobhan Seeley. Plus a special tribute to Kaiso legends. Thursday, April 30th at the Phillip Park. Be there. Tickets online at St. Lucia Jazz and ArtsFestival.com and physical tickets at regular outlets.
Get pain relief fast with Frances Rub.
When the days get tough, rub it. Having back pains, rub it. The dog not well, rub it. COVID on you, rub it. If you have 4AD, rub it. For proper circulation, rub it. Stroke have you on a side, rub it. For all problems in life, rub it with Frances Rub. Or call 713-4162 or 489-3421. Nothing beats a good old Frances Rub. Located in the Vendors Arcade, booth 27B.
And now in VA4 on Girodi Street next to the post office.
Okay, guys, welcome back. Before we hit our topic again, is it wrong to be a side chick? We just want, again, just about 30 seconds. We still want to big up our sponsors. We want to let them know we have not forgotten them. So Tamara, give it to us again. Who's
yes. Well, this segment is sponsored by the St. Lucia Tourism Authority. And this year we are celebrating jazz in a big way. Jazz 2026. We have the opening at the Phillip Park. We have Caribbean Fusion. We have the likes of Kiss. We have Billy Ocean at the Ultimate Celebration on the final night. So come out, support. Thank you, St. Lucia Tourism Authority, for sponsoring this segment. And guys, come out, support St. Lucia Jazz 2026.
Thank you. So guys, as we come back to our topic, I see we have two new comments from the chat. Leona Bright says, listen, when women or men have been abused by their partners, then it makes it difficult for them to want their own. Fear of it makes it difficult for them to want their own. Fear of they want to live with them, so then they decide to be a side chick when they meet up, when they have to, and then go about their merry way. Then you can sleep with both eyes closed. So I guess what she's saying is that you are a side chick because you don't have to worry about, okay, who's going to come into your bed and abuse you and do whatever. You go out to the office, you come back and you can sleep, you can be at peace. Tao says, I rather walk away from a marriage after several attempts to save a marriage than stay in a marriage unhappy in the name of marriage or to be a side chick. I will walk away and be a full chick somewhere else. I cannot agree, Tao. I want to be full chick wherever I am. But to each his own. Guys, I want to just say that when you think about it in the moral sense, marriage is between two people. You have a husband, you have a wife. And when you get married, you do pledge that you are going to be faithful to your husband or your wife no matter what. So there are going to be problems in a marriage. Not two people are the same. You will have disagreements, but if you respect each other enough, if you love each other enough, when there is an issue, that is when you come to them and you say, you know what, let's talk about this. And there are times you might walk away because there is no answer. Walk away and vent. But you need to come back and give your marriage what it deserves.
Hello. I don't know. I am thinking that we are giving our, okay? We're supposed to be asking a question. Is it right or is it wrong? But I feel like this show is saying it is wrong, right? Okay. So when we talk about morality, I have spoken to guys who said, okay, how did we get what is the moral ground? Is it because Christianity said that of one man and one woman versus our African heritage where we had, and biblical, where we had more than one man or more than one woman, and it still exists in the Muslim community and other communities, but Christianity has forced us blacks to be one man, one woman. What do you say?
I'm going to jump in there.
I was about to say that.
I'm going to jump in there.
Okay.
Whether we Christianity, Muslim, African, European, whatever race, religion, culture, creed, when you're in a relationship and you know that man is or that woman is seeing somebody out there, it's just human nature to start feeling things. You feel deception, you feel pain, you feel broken trust. Those things are not tied to any religion or any societal.
No, but you're saying that, but you are not in the situation, because I've known persons in the UK who are part of their 3 wives.
Yeah, you know,
it's their culture. It's their culture. Yes, but it's not ours.
Polygamy. And now we have these things coming out now where you have polyamorous relationships.
Right.
People say, oh, let's have three people into the relationship. Right. If that's what you want, that's what you want. Right. Right. Listen to me. If you took a woman or you took a man and you walked on that aisle and you made vows, you knew you were Muslim, you know you were Christian, you know you were whatever you were, and you said, I will take you to be this forever. Yes. You made that. So now don't come and say, oh,
no, but the same Muslim is allowed to have another wife.
But
it's
allowed
to have 2 and 3 other wives.
Yes, that's their culture. They're okay. Let me just say something.
When we paint the picture that it is wrong because a man must be with one woman. Mind you, I'm Christian. I remember this is not my personal.
I know. We understand.
You have a man and a woman, and we hard and fast saying that if a man says yes to a woman, and that's what it should be, and morally is wrong. But then you have that it's morally right for them in other cultures that they can have more than one.
Let me just say something.
Then morality is based on your religion, your beliefs, your culture.
Okay, let me just say something. People say, okay, can you have feelings for 2 people? You can. I believe you can absolutely have feelings for 2 people. But what I think you cannot do is be true to both of them. And that's where I think you can never be true to both of them at the same time.
Can you be true to 2 friends? Can you have 2 best friends?
Okay, yes, you can have.
No, can you be true to 2 human beings that you love at the same time? 2 best friends. Can you have 2 best friends?
You
can
have
one
best friend.
Most people who have 2 best friends. Most people who have 2 best friends. One is their bestie.
Whatever, you have too much time for Christine and you don't have enough time for me. Period.
You know what you is. Best friends are always in partners. You know what you're saying. Our time, listen, this should have been a 2-hour special. But let me finish your thought, Gilna.
No, I was just saying I honestly believe you can have feelings for 2 people at the same time. But I think you cannot be true to both of them because okay, you seen 2 people at the same time. They both call, they both have a situation. You going to pick one over the other. Somebody always gets the short end of the stick because in that kind of relationship, people are looking for attention. They're looking for you to be there for them, the comfort, the support. So it's not you don't get that in a normal relationship, but in a man-woman or woman-woman, a spouse, husband, whether it be 2 females, 2 males, you're looking for a lot more than you're looking for in a bestie relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I've heard? I've heard when there are the 2 wives, what happens is that the other wife compensates. So if I had a bad day at work and my husband, doesn't have time because he's tired, he just dealt with this wife. What they call them sister wives, they compensate for the attention, for the time. So they become like, that best friend kind of relationship. So they fill in for the husband.
But that's accepted. They made that decision and that's fine. Yes. But what we were leaning on was when you have not accepted it. That's the part of it we were talking about the most. But when you have accepted it, it is what it is. If that's what you want, then so be it.
So I'm just gonna say that the sad thing is that I want to talk about those side chicks who have a real goal for being a side chick. You know, people like to say, oh, they have man shortage, men is in jail, and you have more women than men. And they have some people, no matter how hard they try, they cannot get a man of their own. And you have this man, you have your children, or you have your bills. And this man, although he's married, he's really coming and being there for you and your children, helping you to pay the bills, helping you feed your children. Okay, I know it's wrong, but am I going to leave my children hungry just so me so and so could have a smile on their face? Absolutely not. My children barely come first. So people have actually really solid, sound reasons for doing what they do. My concern for the side chick is this, though. No matter how much you accept that a man has his wife or you accept that a woman has a husband, when you're in a relationship with somebody, especially if that person is as cool as you think they were in the first place to be in love with them, over time, you start wanting more. You will always want more. And then, especially if you've already accepted that you're second or you're the side chick, the person start telling you, why you want more now? Why you want to change it? You know how it was. And you will. There's always going to be hurt feelings because you will feel that I'm loved. I'm loved. This person loved me. But the question is, are you chosen? I could love you and do all what I want for you, but at the end of the day, I'm still putting somebody above you, and you will still not be that person that is chosen. So are you really willing, even if you say, I love being a side chick, but are you really able to live long term with the idea that I'm just the side chick, but I'm not your chosen one?
Yeah, like Tara said, you love one and you're in love with one, I guess.
Could be. So everybody has their role and responsibility.
Yes,
Yeah?
so
and everybody, and
that's
what
what you want.
Yes. She's in her feelings, but she knows her place. She knows that's what she is. So
And
before
if
you
somebody
become
calls
a
you
side
out
chick,
tomorrow,
So
there's
yeah,
Tamara, Tamara, you're wrong for that.
And then she also says, but T Fairhouse, I am forced to agree. You can have two besties, some with children, you love all the children equally, but differently. So I see what you're saying. Yeah, there's never, even you have no favorites among your children, but you know, oh, in this child is
right.
So I guess if you have half of this person there, half eventually, if you have 3 different men, when you take the best parts from all the 3, then together you have one woman.
So you can have maybe 3 of them and just call them utilities. One is Wasco, one is Lucilette, one is.
I have a friend who says she's at 40, almost 50 years old, and she said she has realized she's married that she cannot have one man. Period. She cannot be for husband alone. At any one time, she needs 2 men. So once her husband disappoints her,
the good thing is she knows what she needs.
She knows what
like
she
you understand.
needs.
I can't live long term with being a side chick. It breaks you after a while. We have only 2 minutes left before our very, very hot show is kicked off the stove. So if you have 20 seconds, if you have to give advice to the side chicks out there, what would your advice be to them? 20 seconds.
What would I say? It's you. If it works for you, then if it works for you and you feel that's how you want to live your life, that's what you want, then that's your choice. No judgment. But I just feel from a wife's point of view, it's a hard place to be. But to the side chick, go for it. If that's what you want, it works for you.
For me, to each his own. Life, there are consequences to whatever actions. You're responsible for your life. People may get hurt. People do it for different reasons. So I am not one to judge. I have seen wives who push husbands away. I've seen wives who, as Jerry said, who treat their husbands badly. Their husbands go out. I've seen women who need so much from a man that they can't get, and so they look outside. So to each his own. Do what works for you. It is what it is.
Well, I feel I agree with what both my co-hosts said, so I'm not going to repeat it again, but I'm just going to say, ladies, men, if you are out there and you feel like you want to be a side chick, I'm not going to judge you. Go ahead, be your side chick. Whatever you want from it. I just have one piece of advice for you. Don't be side chick.
Side chick to Jerry.
Don't be side chick to my husband. I'm not a side chick. If my husband gets a weak woman, please don't touch my husband.
Or else what? Or else what? Or else what?
If my husband get weak, I'm gonna be the strength, and I'm going to make sure and raise you as a side chick. Don't miss it. Okay?
Somebody said solution women are boss in being side
Sorry,
chick.
Tamara. I'm so sorry. Our time is up. I would love to say thank you so much, audience, for joining us tonight. This is Hushtalk, and tonight we did not whisper. See you
Good
next
night, guys.
Good night.
Bye.
Let the spirit move you at the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 2026. Praise, worship, Kingdom Night, Wednesday, May 6th at the Pigeon Island National Landmark. Experience high energy live gospel with Ty Tribbett. Ty Tribbett. Powerful voice of Ada A.E.
Congratulations, you're in the glory of God. Congratulations.
With local gospel acts Shirley Ann Cyril Myers, Nigella Sinclair Daniel, Steffi Ann Sinclair, Dr. Selma Sunpree, Arnold H.
All the wonders in the world, St. Lucia's only meant for me. So much history to be told and so much more for eyes to see. The colors feel the love, I can tell you all the way. Proud of it, proud of it, proud of it, proud of it. It don't matter where I voyage, it don't matter where I roam. Majestic people stand.
The St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 2026. Feel the rhythm at World Beats. Saturday, May 9th, Pigeon Island. Global Afrobeat sensation, Thames.
This is the peace that you cannot buy. Send me love that you cannot
Thames.
I need you in the morning, but I need you.
Princess Lover, X-Man, Blue City, October 4, and Ella May.
So deep,
Ella May.
You know that bartender, I pour a drink, a movie on to entertain. I'm down to do the little things.
Online tickets available at stluciajazzandartsfestival.com.